Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of the highly acclaimed, the Untitled podcast. I am your one host. If you don't know me by now, my name's Connor, and who am I joined by this week?
This week, just like the last two episodes, it's me.
It is Mr. Kukla.
Big Kukla.
That's what the kids call him.
Yeah. How's it going, man?
It's going well. How was your weekend, man?
It wasn't too bad.
What did you do this weekend? Watched a lot of football?
There was some football on TV.
A lot of football, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched football too. Let's see. Had a very interesting day Saturday, but we saw a lot of different. No, it's Friday. That's Saturday, but it's not what we're gonna talk about. What did we talk about on this show? As you know, it is sports. It's birthdays. It's stats. We talked about Fortnite.
Yeah.
Talked about a lot of different things. Losing one cards.
If you haven't seen our last 2 episodes, check them out.
Link in the description, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Probably not. They probably won't be in the description, so...
Yeah, don't look for it. Type in Valpo Dirty Boys. You can probably find a link of all our episodes. We don't have a playlist together. I don't know why we do that. I also don't know how to do that.
Yeah, because, that's all we upload, so if you can't find them,
we're not getting paid for this, so we're not going to put in all that effort, to be honest. Alright, I feel like that was a good intro. Nice job.
Yeah.
I feel like we should start with the main topics.
Yeah, just jump right into this.
Jump right in. Unless, before we officially talk about what happened with Sunday's games, maybe we can look forward to tonight's game.
Yeah.
We got Bears Seahawks. Now, I don't know when you're listening to this. Perhaps this game is over. So maybe, alright, call me crazy.
You guys might know something that we don't.
Yeah, that's nuts. That is mind-boggling. Power of the internet right there. So maybe what we should do is give 2 scenarios. One reaction if they win, one reaction they lost, alright?
Okay.
So, alright, the Bears won the game, so if you're listening to this and the Bears won, listen! Alright? So, God, the Bears.
Let's fucking go.
Great fucking game. You see that game for Khalil Mack?
Yeah.
Fucking beast. Him and the kicks were just...
Fuller really redeemed himself this game.
I can't believe it. He did that backflip, too.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, and who knew Trubisky could run for 150 yards?
Yeah, I know. It's a shame he got that flat called back on an 80-yard run. He would have 230.
Yeah.
And who would have thought Benny Cunningham? What a fucking game by the third string.
Alright, that's pushing it too far.
Alright. But Bears won. We're happy about this. Seahawks are a shit team. The offensive line just couldn't hold
trash
defense. Alright. Now if you skip to the part where they won and they lost, so now you should be listening to this part, alright? So Bears lost.
You have to be kidding me. They're
trash.
trash.
The fucking Seahawks.
They're trash. How do you lose to the Seahawks with no Wagner?
Mm-hmm. No
KJ
Wright, no Doug Baldwin? This is unbelievable. Trubisky, he did a lot of stupid shit in this game.
Yeah.
And I gotta see more from Nagy.
And I can't believe Cohen. 5 fumbles? Are you kidding?
5 fumbles.
Are you kidding?
5 fumbles. Well, one of them was Trubisky, who just took it out of his hands.
Screwed my FanDuel.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
God damn. Khalil Mack, it's a shame he had to get injured.
It's not even funny, man.
Oh, I can't even hold it in.
Please,
let's be honest. People will not be listening to this part of the
game.
Exactly. The Bears are going to win the game. They're going to win it pretty... I feel like...
I have a good feeling they'll win.
Yeah, I'm not going to push... I'm not going to push it and call a game a lock like I did on Sunday. But, yeah, so the Bears went over that. Other big NFL news today that doesn't relate to the games.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Traded to the Patriots. From the Browns to the Patriots.
Weird situation there.
Non-sports related injury, right?
That's what I've heard.
And, the Browns are just done. They're fed up.
Yeah, you really gotta wonder now. Besides Jarvis Landry, where is that ball going there? Is it going to David Njoku?
Yeah, well, you see, that's the problem. I'm not really sure with the Browns.
Yeah.
Plan is going forward, but
it's a shame. It's a shame what's happened in those 2 weeks. 2 winnable games, could be 2-0, have Josh Gordon, yet they're 0-1-1.
Yeah. Well,
no one on Gonzalez, but
on the bright side, Patriots got a big target out there
They did.
for Brady.
And I gotta say, folks, if one guy saw this trade to the Patriots coming, it's this guy right here.
Yeah,
He predicted it.
When I heard that they were gonna drop him, I was like, oh,
Typical
that's a Patriots
guy.
player right there.
Any guy that gets dropped automatically.
The Patriots are like, oh yeah, we need wide receivers.
We love troublemakers and white guys. What can you say?
Exactly.
Oh, imagine a troublemaker who is a white guy.
Oh, let's not know. That
That can't happen.
Might be too crazy.
Crazy. Kokoji. Okay. So, those are the big news that relates not to the games on Sunday. I say we get right into it.
Let's go, man.
Alright, where are you looking at, huh? What was your big
Well,
story of the Sunday?
big story has to be
I think I know what it is.
the Chiefs.
Damn right. Patrick Mahomes. Is he the third or is he the second? I'm for sure he's the third.
Pretty sure he's the third.
What a fucking player.
That was incredible.
Stud. I don't.
He's the real deal.
Apparently, I mean, if you're a Chiefs fan, you gotta be encouraged what you've seen so far.
Exactly.
Mobility, got the arm, he's got the pocket presence.
It was incredible out there. Just could do it all out there. I mean, no, nothing against Roethlisberger, but he got a little outplayed there.
I see where you're coming from. Roethlisberger made some bad throws that Mahomes didn't. Well, I mean, I gotta say,
He did have a
fantasy
good
players
game.
this week, Roethlisberger,
He didn't do bad.
he had one of the best weeks. So if you had Ben Roethlisberger on your team, you gotta be happy, okay?
So I mean, even though Roethlisberger, he didn't win the game,
No.
didn't have a bad one. Just I thought
Yeah.
it was a little too late.
Steelers D, man. I don't know what's going on ever since they
Yeah.
lost Ryan Shazier.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough person to replace
he's a
right
good
there.
player right there. But
Alright,
yeah,
well-
so the Chiefs, big win. For me,
Puts them at 2-0.
yeah, I mean,
That's
you gotta wonder now. Was the difference between Patrick Mahomes and Alex Smith the difference from the Chiefs reaching the Super Bowl? Because they've gotten close numerous times.
Yeah.
But now they got the guy. They got the guy that can play against Brady.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Speaking of Brady, Tom Brady gets taken down by the other team that met him last year in the AFC Championship, Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, the Jaguars just putting up points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
With no Leonard Fournette, they still put up 31 points.
Yeah. Patriots D. They're not the best.
I don't know. They're just one of those defenses that's always solid.
They're nothing special, but I don't know. Bortles did
Bortles did
enough. He did enough.
Which is always just what Bortles needs to do. Just enough.
Just
Don't
enough.
fuck it up, Blake.
Yeah.
That defense with Jalen Ramsey, Calais Campbell, and that Gake guy. Last name.
I think Ramsey actually held Gronk to only 2 receptions.
Is that true?
Like he said he would.
Wow. Ramsey, shut down corner.
Yeah.
He'll guard even his grandma. Did you see that clip?
Yeah, I did see that. That's
crazy. Okay, he's a little nuts, but he's
How
hell
about-
of a corner.
All right, let's move right into the Packers game.
Oh, I think, all storylines aside, maybe going forward, but Mahomes is a bigger deal. Jack's Pats was, the big yang going on this week. I felt like that was the most entertaining game of this week.
It really was.
Pats, Vikings.
The Vikings putting up 22 points in the fourth quarter.
Unbelievable.
And
Stephon Diggs
Stephon Diggs.
he's showing you that he is a player in this league.
Kirk Cousins. That was impressive.
That was a good showing, but yeah, there's a reason why they don't have a W next to their name, and that's because of Mr. Is it Daniel Carlson?
Yeah.
And who the fuck cares? 'Cause
Carlson.
He's cut.
He's gone.
He's cut. We don't have to worry about him, but somebody who's not going to get cut is Mason Crosby. And he missed a really clutch field goal at the end of that game.
He made it. And then
Oh, that's right.
Big Zim with the timeout.
That's why he's one of the greatest coaches in the game.
Zimmer, timeout.
Boom. Yeah, beautiful recreation.
I can't. You can't really blame Mason Crosby. He just made the kick. Now you're telling me he has to make it again. Same situation.
He's a veteran kicker.
More pressure.
Yeah,
Early in the
No, it
season-
wasn't at the game, so maybe the wind was a little more crazy than it looked like on TV, but don't know what's going on with kickers in the NFL.
Nonetheless, good game.
Good game. I'm happy. I'm
yeah.
happy with that result as a Bears fan, neither of those teams can get a W in the win column. Hell yeah, I'll take that every week.
Yeah. So.
But
Speaking of bad kickers.
I was just about to make that transition.
Speaking of bad kickers, let's move into Saints Browns. You know,
Yep. 18 points
Saints
to the Saints.
threw up 18 in the fourth. You know, I really thought the Rams had it. Or not the Rams, the Browns had it.
The Rams did have it this weekend. There's your 20 second, or not even 10-second highlight of the Rams Cardinals. The Rams won big. We don't even talk about that game.
You know, that was your lock, right?
That was a lock of the week. We'll talk about the other lock when it comes up.
Yeah, but anyway, Rams, lock, easy. Don't even need to talk about it. Cardinals suck. Anyway.
Easy win for the Bears.
Zane Gonzalez. Come on, man.
He had a groin issue, okay? Groin issue, my ass. Coach, you're a fucking terrible kicker, Mr. Gonzalez.
You know, you just gotta feel bad for Browns fans. It's just gotten to the point where it's getting ridiculous.
It really is. I mean, at least the Indians are a good team, and
Cavs won.
but now you're
trash now, but...
See, but Gonzalez here, I mean, usually kickers are like, well, the wind was really crazy, which I did hear from the kickers in the Green Bay, Minnesota game, but he was playing in a dome. Okay, so he had to blame it on an injury, and, yeah, he got cut. So, adios. But, Browns is just, you gotta like where it's been going for the Browns.
They didn't look awful.
They haven't looked awful either week. But the thing is, they should be 2-0.
They should be.
That's what separates the great teams from the not-so-great teams.
Alright, what other game caught your eye?
Well, I feel like we gotta... Well, yeah, let's bring this up now. I'm sure we're gonna bring it up in the fantasy section as well.
Yeah.
Ryan. Fitzmagic.
Again.
We talk about his wardrobe first. Woo, boy.
Well,
damn.
Quote-unquote his... It wasn't really his clothes. It was just his chest hair.
His chest hair did all the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart guy there, Fitzmagic, but also a really good quarterback.
So,
and taking down the defending Super Bowl champs. Although, this quarterback. Well, no, what?
I mean, that team is...
really win the quarter. I think the Eagles are a little overrated going in this year. They got... I don't want to say lucky, but...
They have high expectations.
They were the dogs in the Super Bowl. And the rest of them.
But, you know, Buccaneers, 2-0.
You love the Bucs.
Top of the NFC South.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. They play the Steelers next week?
I think so. I don't know, but the way the Steelers have been playing.
It's another tough matchup.
I won't be surprised if Fitzmagic puts up 405 TDs.
Do some crazy stuff.
Dude is a baller.
So, you know, I'm just going to move right into another NFC South matchup. Your lock from last week. You know, you said it was a lock. You said it was an absolute lock that the Carolina Panthers would defeat the Atlanta Falcons. What happened?
What happened? All right, let me tell you.
I need some answers.
I don't know if you guys know this. Probably don't. I haven't said it on the podcast. I am a huge Tevin Coleman fan. I think that dude is a baller. All right? I do not like Devontae Freeman. I think he's overrated. So what do you know? Devontae Freeman's hurt, and Tevin Coleman's in the game. Once I heard that, I thought that, the Falcons were going to win that game. I'm like, oh, it's a shame I told the podcast that I picked the Panthers. But no, in all reality, just a classic NFC South game where you never know who's going to win. But I got to say, guys, if you listen to my picks, that is a pretty good week, okay? Not to toot my own horn, but I am. A toot. That is 9-6 for you, all right? I hope you put some money on the games that weren't a lock, because I did better in those.
All right.
But look, speaking of one of the locks I made, I can't forget a little promise you made to the viewers about Mr. Blaine Gabbert.
Okay, well, even though I was a little off on the stats, he won the game.
You won the game, yeah.
Against a solid Texans team.
Yeah, one of the teams that I don't know what to make of right now. I mean, they're only
Blaine Gabbert won their game. It wasn't Henry. Who was it? It was Blaine Gabbert.
I honestly think if we had 5 quarters, Texans would have won that game. You look, the Titans scored 14 points, got to a big lead. Texans just tried to claw back, but Blaine Gabbert made some clutch throws, and Derrick Henry kind of took off in the fourth quarter. And before you know it, the Titans moved to 1-1. Let's see. Colts Redskins. We really care.
We thought it was going to be a real close game. Just not a lot of offense from the Redskins.
I gotta be disappointed with Alex Smith.
Alex Smith didn't really live up to the hype there, but nonetheless,
I mean, I took the Colts. That's one of those games where, play that game 3 more times, you never know who's going to go.
Yep, decent showing from Alex.
Not a lot.
Decent showing from Andrew
there.
Luck.
A team that there is a bit of takeaway from. That'd be the Miami Dolphins, moving to 2-0 on the year. Maybe they haven't beat great teams, but they beat a Jets team who beat the Lions. They beat a Titans team who beat the Texans. You gotta wonder, are the Dolphins an underrated team?
Honestly, I think they're pretenders.
You think they're pretenders, not contenders?
No, come on. They didn't score a single point in the second half.
They didn't need to, They got a big first half.
Yeah, but I don't know. They're the
Weird
Dolphins. Frank Gore.
I mean, if you told me to name guys off the roster, I probably know the least amount of guys on the Dolphins compared to any other team.
Yeah.
It's kind of a boring, I don't know, not exciting team.
Yeah, but for Darnold, even though he didn't win the game, didn't have bad numbers.
Yeah, can't play if you're a Jets fan, but you just want to win that game at home. Simple as that.
All right.
Bills Chargers, kind of just quickly going to this one. Chargers win big, not a surprise.
Bills. Trying to come back late. Allen didn't do too bad.
Yeah, how did he do? I really didn't catch a lot of.
He really didn't play too bad. Better than you probably thought he would do.
Yeah, I still don't like the guy, but.
So I mean, they weren't gonna win the game.
No.
And especially when Vontae Davis,
How about that?
Quit in the middle
How
of the game.
about that? Former, if I may say, Fighting Illini. Just shows what kind of people they're creating there at the University of Illinois. But just, regardless,
it's not good.
In the middle of the game, I don't know why you just don't finish that game.
He just packed his bags. He's like, I'm out of here.
I saw what he had to say post game, and a lot of things he said, I agree with, and I understand his decision to leave. If it was after the game. If it was the middle of the game, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
can't just do that.
Yeah, especially when the Bills aren't looking too good. It just looks like you gave up on your team, but I wouldn't be surprised that now if Vontae Davis signs a contract with the Patriots, you're just like, you tricked us. But I don't think you can do that.
All right.
Lions,
49ers. 49ers. It was a close game at the end there. Matt Stafford, fourth quarter king, as they say.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Can't really blame him.
I believe there was a late call there that really changed the game. Oh, the Lions got a late interception, but they called it defensive holding. That would
on Quandre Diggs, I think it was.
Diggs, good name.
But,
Diggs.
I mean, whatever. 49ers win the game. Jimmy G.
Jimmy G's looking okay in both games. You're not allowed to take away there. You just gotta wonder, though, if teams are scheming to him, and they kind of know what Jimmy G's up to.
Yep. But, nonetheless, team got to win.
Niners go to
Good for him.
Final 3 o'clock game that we still have to talk about is the
Gruden.
Raiders Broncos.
Gruden,
thought the Raiders had it for.
You had it, man.
Thought the whole game, and then
you lost it.
Oh man, yeah.
McManus made the clutch field goal to win the game.
Broncos are one of those teams. They put up 0 points in the first half, 20 in the second half, and you just gotta wonder because the Raiders also had a lead on the Rams in Week 1. Can John Gruden not finish the game, or is it just Derek Carr is just?
I think it's probably a mixture of both. Gruden, I don't think he's really settled in yet.
Yeah.
I think it'll come sooner or later.
It's been a while. You really think this team's gonna turn around a little bit?
He'll
think of like 6-7 wins, or you're thinking even more than that?
Nothing more than 7.
I'm going with like 5. Yeah. I really don't like what
it's nothing more than 7, but first year, he's trying to put the pieces together.
All right. Sunday night, gotta say, boring game.
Yep. Not a lot of highlight plays.
No.
Only 4. 4 big plays.
The Cowboys may have won that game, but I think that Cowboys offense is not very good.
According to NFL.com, it only had 4 big plays.
4 big plays, is that it?
Wow. As opposed to another, like the Steelers, Chiefs 22. So,
I don't even remember those big plays.
I really don't.
Probably big play. Oh, Tamon Austin played to start the game.
Elliott running it in, but
I don't. You gotta wonder the Giants. Ugh, that offensive line. They're not gonna win you many games. And Eli Manning, the dude was crying practically on that.
Yeah, he looked scared out there.
He did look scared. So.
So if you're a Giants fan, I'd be a little worried. Maybe get a Ryan Luletta action.
Kyle Luletta. I'm a big Kyle Luletta fan. So if any of you are in dynasty leagues, pick him up. You never know. But Saquon Barkley definitely. He's good back. Just can't get the time to get out of the backfield, and it's almost like he's getting sacked.
Yeah.
The Cowboys D got there. Well, Cowboys D is pretty good, but
Yeah, they're not bad.
Cowboys offense I do not like.
Yeah. Tavon Austin looked pretty solid.
Yeah, finally living up to that high draft pick by the Rams.
All right.
So let's move on to a quick little fantasy update. What happened this week in fantasy football?
So, well, just going into week 3, I'm just going to name off a couple of guys.
Oh, great, yeah. Maybe
That,
a segment on the show.
If you need someone to pick up, you
Uh-huh.
you just want to make a quick pickup.
We'll call it Ben's Sleepers, or I like to call it BS, but carry on.
So, Thursday night, Joe Mixon had a knee injury. He's going to be out for the next 2 to 4 weeks, so I am pretty positive Giovanni Bernard will be available.
Is that guy still in the Bengals?
So if you want a running back that's probably going to get a lot of touches, Giovanni Bernard's your guy.
All right. Giovanni Bernard, number 1.
Another guy, Quincy Enunwa.
I have Quincy Enunwa.
Yeah, you picked him up. I'd say he's probably the number 1 target for Darnold right now.
Looks like it.
So-
Rough start for Robbie Anderson.
So he's going to get a lot of touches. Another guy replacing a injured person, LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, man.
Suffered a rib injury against the Chargers. So Chris Ivory will be getting some touches.
Chris Ivory's on the Bills, is he?
Yep, he is.
Oh, wow, didn't know that.
And if you also watch that Thursday night game, John Brown got a lot of catches.
Touchdown, Johnny Brown.
Exactly.
You say pick him up.
I'd say pick him up.
Okay.
Good option. And if you haven't picked up Ryan Fitzpatrick and he's
What are
still
you
there,
doing?
just pick him up. Come on.
You got to. I mean, I don't know, though. When's Winston coming back? Soon, right?
I don't know if they'll take him.
I can't keep eyes on that.
Another guy that I like, Eric Ebron. He was okay in Detroit, but since coming to the Colts, I think he's had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
so
it's a high draft pick.
So I mean that's a
first
pretty
round.
good,
Never really panned out.
pretty good tight end option. And my final one, Antonio Callaway.
Oh,
Wide
yeah,
receiver
Cleveland
for the Browns.
Yep.
Josh Gordon gone. They got Callaway and Landry now. It looks like
Need somebody else to throw it to.
So I feel like Callaway's gonna get more
Or
touches.
Taylor would just run more. One of the two.
Yeah, but
Never know that
So,
guy.
I'd pick him
So
up.
those are the guys you like.
Those
All
guys
right.
I like.
And maybe quickly go over guys this week that had a big week that we just see if this means that they're becoming maybe a better player or just kind of a fluke. So a top scorer this week is surprisingly Ben Roethlisberger, more than Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
In certain leagues, each league has their different scoring settings. So Roethlisberger, I think this was kind of a fluke. Mahomes, really high, but I really do feel like he's turning into one of the elite quarterbacks.
Yep, definitely.
Todd Gurley, another big week.
Again.
Wish I took a number 1. Le'Veon Bell, man. Gotta get to that field soon, buddy. I'm getting a little worried. Cam Newton had a big week.
Yeah, he did.
You're not happy about that.
I was a little upset. I was facing him, but still had a good week, even though I lost.
And the guy we mentioned earlier was Stephon Diggs.
Diggs, big
Always
game.
been a dig guy. You're always digging for the digs. And I think that Diggs is one of the top receivers and underrated receivers in the league. Besides that, any big guys? Melvin Gordon had he really went out to a quick start there.
Quick 3 touchdowns, right?
Travis Kelce, also a good week. Jesse James, though, I feel like was one of the biggest sleepers.
Yeah, he had a lot of long receptions.
Yep. And let's see who the top kicker was last. Mason Crosby. Yeah, that just makes a lot of sense. Although Robert Gold did pretty good. I'm also curious to see what defense. Oh, the Dolphins. Who would do that? All right. Well, I feel like that's just about good for our NFL talk.
Definitely.
The Bears game is coming on a little bit. We want to watch the game, so we don't want to bore you guys and give you too much info. But I thought quickly, we also watch a little college football.
A little bit.
It's kind of a shame, here at Valparaiso they don't have a FBS college football team, but they do have an FCS college football team. They only lost 42-7 this week to
Youngstown State.
the Penguins.
The Penguins are a tough opponent.
And who would have thought? The spread going to that game was Youngstown State minus 35. If we had a podcast on Saturday, I'll tell you right now, you should have put money on Valpo. Plus 35 points. Hell yeah!
Lost by 35.
35 points. God, Sharps, you are doing a great job. You really know your Youngstown State Valparaiso odds. But yeah, so quick little update, maybe just the big upsets or big wins. Yeah, well, I feel like I gotta mention this even though I didn't lose. Alabama won by 55 over Ole Miss. This team is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Notre Dame just survived kind of a scare against Vanderbilt. I thought at one point Vanderbilt had a good shot to win that game.
Yep.
Second week in a row, the Irish have been pushed to one of the final drives. Ohio State took care of TCU. No surprise there, although Urban Meyer still
He's
not
coming back.
team.
Right?
He's coming back this week or next
This week, I think it's this week.
Is it? It's a big upset. We'll save a little bit. Let me just see the other games. LSU won by 1 over Auburn. If you're looking for a team that's been trending upwards, LSU is your team. Any other big games? Oklahoma State beat Boise State. Boise State was really hyped going into this year.
And well, this is a big game right
I feel like we
here.
should talk about this one game. I think it's
Big game right here. The San Diego State
Oh.
upset Arizona State. You know,
I
heard a lot of reports about Arizona State being a sleeper team. Not anymore.
Oh wow, there it is. Arizona State goes down. I'm gonna pick one random game just in the NCAA and just quickly talk about it because who cares, you know? We just pull this up before we talk about the big game of the week. Well, the big upset. It started as the big game. My computer is deciding to crash right now. So let's just get into the final.
Well, I'll pick one. Arkansas State.
Yep.
29-20 win over Tulsa.
There it is. I really thought Tulsa was gonna have a better team this year.
Yep.
Speaking of Arkansas,
especially with that 2-point fourth quarter for Arkansas, really put them over the top.
it's good to know. Speaking of Arkansas, you said Arkansas State. That reminded me of Arkansas. Arkansas got their ass kicked by North Texas.
Ouch.
Did you see that play by that return man who faked out the fair catch and just took it to the house? It's a play of the week. We don't have a play of the week segment, but there you go. You won the play of the week. Let's get into the one game we wanted to talk about a little bit was Wisconsin BYU.
BYU.
Brigham Young University, for all you listeners who don't know what it is a Mormon university. No, I'm not going to talk about the history of BYU. Joseph Smith. Yeah, Wisconsin, you know, I feel like this always happens with Big Ten teams, and Wisconsin in particular, maybe like an Iowa team. They always start the year, they lose to one of these non-conference games, then they'll just run the house, but the whole year, all you hear is, well, Wisconsin lost to BYU, Wisconsin lost to BYU. The whole fucking year, and then Wisconsin will just miss making the tournament and be like, that loss to BYU was just too much. So I'm already calling it. Wisconsin's going to run the table, maybe lose the conference championship and not make playoff. But BYU, maybe they're a good team. I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. So I feel like that's all I need to talk about for college football. What about you?
Yeah, I think we're good.
So what do we want to do next? Any other sport news you caught your eye or not really?
Sport news, honestly, no.
Yeah, same for me, you know.
Other than football, if you're not watching football,
it's all football right now.
What are you watching?
Well, maybe the Cubs. You're probably watching the Cubs.
But that's besides.
I mean, yeah. So, is it time? Is this the halfway point of our show?
I think it is.
And I think you listeners know at the halftime of our show. I mean, it's never really the halftime. It's kind of like the
just whenever we
three-quarter
feel
sound. Like going to the fourth quarter, all right? And you need something to wake you up and say, wow, that was a great part of the show. And I feel like our sponsors give us these great things to read on the air that if I was listening to this, I would go out right away, go to the store, and buy these products. So, today's sponsor of the day...
Who is it?
You really want to know?
I do want to know.
So this is our unofficial sponsor, third sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by BlackBerry phones.
Ooh.
Yeah. BlackBerry. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but first time I've heard of it. BlackBerry is a line of smartphones, tablets, and services. Now, they were originally designed and marketed by the Canadian company BlackBerry Limited. You familiar with them?
We're very familiar.
Very familiar with the company. And these are currently designed, manufactured, and marketed by TCL Communication. under the brand of BlackBerry Mobile. PB Miraputa and Optimus for
They're
the
Indonesian,
global
aren't they?
Indonesian and Indian markets respectively, using the BlackBerry name under its license.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this BlackBerry company, but from all the research I've done, I really think this is a growing company. Like, looking at these phones, look at that. I've never seen that. They got these keyboards on the phone.
That is incredible.
I'm always typing. I'm typing the wrong word. I'm always like, why can't phones be more like computers?
Exactly.
You know, with the keyboards. But BlackBerry, like they say, be bold. So you know what? I'm calling you guys. Be bold and go out to your local BlackBerry store. I'm sure there's hundreds of those. And say, hey, sir, I would love a new BlackBerry Keyon. One of the newest BlackBerry products. Just came out. Nice product. Released in April 2017, I believe, right off the top of my head. And, yeah, go out there. Go get a BlackBerry. Be bold. And you won't regret it.
You really won't. I mean, you know, I know a guy who knows a guy who has a BlackBerry. Loves it.
Loves it? And from what I hear, there's a little game in the BlackBerry called Brick Breaker. And I hear you can spend all your hours just playing this Brick Breaker game. So, BlackBerry, thanks a lot for being our sponsor of this.
Our unofficial sponsor. You know, if BlackBerry, if you're listening to this, hook us up.
I would love to use the BlackBerry product.
Exactly.
You got those little balls. I'd love to just move that ball around, you know. But
yeah, exactly.
yeah, BlackBerry. All right.
Thanks, BlackBerry.
It's a lot. You know what happens after our sponsors?
Yep.
It's time for our two big I don't know, segments, I guess you can call it, before we close up shop. First one of the day, I just gotta know. Today is September 17th.
Yeah.
That means it's somebody's birthday. But whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it today?
Well, today's birthday is it's the 23rd birthday of the man of the week in the NFL, Patty Mahomes.
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes
23.
celebrates his 23rd birthday.
The big 2-3.
You know,
Michael Jordan.
Patty Mahomes,
Wow.
drafted in 2017, 10th overall pick by the Chiefs.
Texas Tech.
And, you know, as we talked about earlier, you know, he's putting on some
Got a
shows.
good haircut.
In the NFL, 10 touchdowns. I mean, in 3 games. Because he started one last year.
Oh, that's right. I was a little confused there. I was like, how did that happen? How was he playing 3 games?
He started one last year, but, you know.
Patty Mahomes.
Patty Mahomes, happy birthday, man.
So, you know, Ben's been saying, you know, about Patty Mahomes. You know, he's a player of the week, the guy everyone's talking about. So, the only way that I can one-up Ben is by giving a better player from the NFL this year.
Oh, really?
In my stat of the week.
Oh, well, let me hear it.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, 72.3 fantasy points. That is the most through a team's first 2 games by any player in the last 15 seasons.
That is incredible.
That is crazy. That is a crazy stat.
I do like that stat.
That is a good stat. Who would have knew? Who had Ryan Fitzpatrick both of these weeks? I don't know anybody.
I mean, maybe just 1 week. Not both.
No, not both. If you have Ryan Fitzpatrick on your team and you start him both weeks and you are not 2-0, bro, you must have the worst luck ever.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, so you know that's kind of cool.
That was a good step.
We talked about Patty Mahomes and Ryan Fitzpatrick a lot earlier in the show, and look at that, they both come up in our birthday and stat of the day. So all right, how do you think that went?
You know, kept it to the point.
Yeah, you know, we're not. This wasn't a huge show today, you know. We felt like the last episode was a little too long.
Yeah.
You know, and just a generic episode, you know.
Talked about a couple of things. Hope everyone had a good Monday. You know, had a good weekend too.
Yeah, had it all. Maybe even had a good Friday, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
Maybe even a good Thursday from last week, and they're just finally checking out the podcast. You know, maybe they were on a week vacation to, like, I don't know, San Antonio last week. And they just finally checked out the podcast. And they were like, you know, I did have a good week, but I would really consider my week to be part of a weekend.
Yeah.
So, for those people, hope you had a good week. I don't know really what I said there, but it sounded kind of cool. All right. Well, I feel like the last order of business before we go is tell you what you do when you watch this video. Ben, tell them what they should do.
So, you should like the video.
I love the support.
You should comment on the video.
Give us a question this week.
Yeah, if you give us a question, maybe
we'll shout you out.
We'll respond to it.
We will shout you out.
We will shout you out and we'll respond to that.
We will maybe even give you a guest appearance at the show.
Yeah, that's...
If it's that good of a question.
If it's that good of a question, we'll have you on the show.
In order for this question to be so good, we literally have to say that is a crazy question.
Yeah.
That's a crazy good question.
That's true. So
ask a crazy good question.
Also subscribe.
Subscribe, yep.
What else should we do? Share it.
Get the word on the street.
Tell somebody.
Yeah. And all our listeners, you gotta tell one person, okay?
Just tell somebody.
And if you tell us who you told, then we'll also give you a shout out. How about that? And comment it.
Last but not least, it's probably the most important part.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta do this right now.
So do I. You gotta take a shit.
Gotta take a good one.
Got
a big game tonight. You don't want to take a shit in the middle of the game. Get it over.
This is a big game.
This is a big game.
You don't want to be that guy getting up and having to go to the bathroom. Get it over with now.
All right. Yup.
Take the shit.
Take a shit, and you will be fit.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
So just do that. Really hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Yep.
This has been Ben.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Okay. Well, if he's signing off, I'm kind of glad because I was thinking I could have my own hour here. I'm not gonna sign off.
Signing back on.
All right. This is Connor. He is signing off.
All right. You guys have a good one.
All right. Yeah.
Go Bears.
Bear down.